Okay, euro pound. Haven't looked in this in a few days. You can see this did exactly what I drew out. Wow, that's perfect. It's going lower, but it's just taking its time. No real momentum on these euro pairs yet to the downside, but I do believe it's coming. So euro pound is already bearish. It's way below this moving average. You can see price has created a lower zone here of resistance. Oops. So just leave this here. Yeah, so it's resisting this zone, so I am looking for something like this. But it has made, so it's made a lower high, this one versus this one, but it's also made a higher low, this one versus this one. So the structure is conflicting. So instead of, you can't have higher highs and you can't have higher lows and then lower highs. That doesn't work. So we have to, odds are what's happening is this is just switching. So you got your higher low, and then you're gonna have your lower low soon, and attempt to hit the bottom of these wicks here. But so that's most likely what is happening, but we don't know that for sure yet. Oops. So delete this. So because we don't know exactly what's happening, we got to wait a little bit, which is no problem. So let price come into this zone and reject again. I'm gonna delete this because these yellow lines are in my way. And then we got to find a zone here in this 4 hour. So the 4 hour structure is actually already switching. So you can see lower high, lower low, lower high is right here. Does seem to be rejecting this little mini area here. You do have an hour and 19 minutes before this candle closes, but as you can see, it's closing pretty good below this zone, and actually you can see this mini zone is below this major zone here. So to be completely honest, I would say you're probably good to short it now. I'm not going to, because it's not fully set up yet for me. You can see today, as of the daily candle, is still very bullish. It's engulfing even. So, but just out of experience, and I can kind of see the structure setting up. I can see these zones. It's creating zones below the zone. Like it's creating a zone below the previous zone. So, like normally you would wait for price to come back into this major zone here, but I can see it already rejecting a little bit below and creating its own new zone. So I would say you're probably good to short this. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see. We can actually adjust these a little bit here. We can adjust these monthly ranges because I think we've already hit our high for the month. So I would probably just shoot for, yeah, I'll just shoot for some even numbers here. So roughly 86.5 is our monthly high, I think, which was already hit back in the first week of August 3rd. And then I think our monthly target for the low is 84 level here, which is just above this major zone here. And I think it will hit it. But I think once price starts breaking down to the downside here, it's got to break this little zone here. And it'll probably be, I would say, by the end of this week. So you can see the zone holding real well. And then this 1 hour section here is also, you can see it's holding in this zone really well. So you had 3 big bull candles on this 1 hour come into this zone, then you had a pullback, and now it's kind of just deciding what it wants to do. It's kind of flattening out. You got actually an engulfing bearish candle on the 30-minute, but again, as these time frames get smaller and smaller, they get less significant, and this is too soon to tell. So like, as far as taking a short position, yes, I do think you're good, but for me personally, I'm going to wait a bit longer because right now price is above this 1 hour moving average. It's above the 30-minute, and it's even above the 50 minutes. So there's no hurry to short this yet because like the momentum is still overall, a bit bullish. So, but I can just see the structure setting up, so the momentum side, especially on the lower time frames, is still bullish, but I can see the structure setting up to sell off. But even, I mean, even on the 4-hour time frame here, you can see prices above this moving average. So like, there's still too much bullish momentum in this market for me to sell, but I can see the structure setting up. So this is great. I'm just gonna wait a bit, but I bet you it's good to go. I wonder, yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Let it come down. Let it break this little zone here for sure, about 85.90. Yeah, 85.90. Let it break this zone. I mean, there's a good chance a short position lines up before that, but like basically as soon as this breaks this little area here, I think it's going to head down, because I think this is the bearish structure setting up that we wanted. Right, you got your lower highs, and then boom, you know, breaks this zone and then breaks the next zone and heads to this 84 level. And you know, you're looking to grab maybe 150 pips, maybe 200 pips, depending on where we can get in here. Yeah, real interest on this 4-hour close. So I'm gonna check back in an hour and 15 minutes when this closes, and just make sure it closes below this zone, and then I'm probably gonna enter a short. So I think this is a good setup, guys. So that's Euro Pound.